Honorable Minister, could you please explain to us why or whether you have asked for investigations about the group that on the 21st of February 2026 surrounded Kisumu airport with crude weapons at the roundabout, an international airport, and a highway that connects two countries, and stayed there for several hours. I personally was able to get through in a construction truck, and I saw them with my own eyes. Why, whether you've conducted investigations, who are these people, what was their aim, what was the purpose, and what has been the outcome of those investigations. Secondly, on 8th April 2026, Senator Honorable Geoffrey Osotsi was attacked in Kisumu by about 17 goons. 3 of them have since presented themselves to the police, not arrested, presented themselves. I believe there's a sufficient technology to identify the 17 who were captured on CCTV cameras. Why have they not been arrested up to now? And finally, on 26th April 2026, there's going to be a rally in Kisumu. Could you give us, as Linda Mwananchi, the assurance that the state will provide sufficient security and not be part of the previous disorder that we have seen in our rallies?
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you. But on Ososi, I think we had the response. And even Karoli, you contributed so much on the same. So maybe just follow up to the same, but we got a response. But as you respond, Waziri, just want to add one thing. As we are continuing on this place right now, there is some kind of unrest in town regarding the protest on the fuel prices. Maybe you can also give the country a little bit update on the country's security situation.
Maybe that's part of the reason why you should let us also go back to work.
Trying to read.
Yes. Thank you.
Chair, maybe I could say something before Waziri comments.
Let me finish and then
this one.
Because
the speaker had already made a ruling.
There are some issues which have been raised.
Later.
Like when you expect the minister to be the investigator, I don't think that is within his mandate.
You will have your time, Aduma, please.
Okay. Thank you, Mr. Chair.
The chair already.
Chair, first on security roads, let me combine the question by Honorable Korere and Honorable Umi. In both cases, security or infrastructure, if you look at the report, we are saying marginalization is contributing immensely to the question of insecurity. The issue of banditry and the issue of Al-Shabaab and all these other problems we are facing in the arid and semi-arid lands of Kenya is actually directly linked to marginalization. And that you improve infrastructure, irrigation, education, connectivity, communication. When you improve all these things, the level of security improves, because then accessibility enables you to track and respond to any security challenge very fast. We reckon that, the history shows that the road Isiolo to Moyale contributed immensely to a huge drop in terms of crime.
Because the criminals were taking advantage of the slow road, places to put IDs and so forth. The road of Isiolo, Modakashe, Wajir, Samatar up to Mandera is believed that it will really change northern Kenya in a big way. And so the same to Garissa Liboy. And the same to the road from Lamu Ijara. If you see that the criminal gangs are targeting those roads, it's because they know, not criminal gangs but terrorists are targeting those roads, is because they know that as soon as the road is done, they will not have the advantage of planting IEDs, and then the vehicles can move at a better speed and the security can respond very fast. In fact, His Excellency the President has been planning to do now, or he's planning to do airports. The airport in Mandera, the one in Elwak, and Garissa was done recently. So in border airports also will help us to respond very fast as a security team. So there is a direct correlation between infrastructure and security improvement, and infrastructure and security response. And I cannot overemphasize that. The National Security Council recognizes that fact. The government of Kenya recognizes that fact. Part of the reason why there is a greater investment, including the planted dams and irrigation projects and education programs in the pastoralist and marginalized areas, is to respond to this issue. And for the Mukokodo forest, already the National Security Council gave a direction on security roads. 1 billion shillings was set aside, provided for in the budget. It's with the Ministry of Roads, and we are working together with the Ministry of Roads to see part of the roads include Mukokodo forest roads, how they can be implemented either by KERA or use KDF to help us, especially in these very difficult places like Mukokodo forest, where access is a big issue. And so for the honorable member, I will work with the Ministry of Roads to ensure that this is delivered. On the solutions, I think many people are saying that why am I coming here to look like I'm writing another book of lamentations on the question of gangs? I am not lamenting only. I am actually seeking for your support. You see, security operations cannot succeed in an environment of resistance by the public and by leadership. When we did the operation that we did in Kitale, you saw one of the leaders coming, to the media and say, oh, youth are being targeted. This government is targeting you. Okay, the same youth attacked young people who are registering voters. So we need public support, because where there is interference, leaders play a significant role, and they are powerful and important. Leaders can mobilize 10,000, 20,000 people. There is no amount of police officers in a rural county that can defend public institutions or individuals against it and mobilize 10,000, 20,000 people. So I have said it, and I want to repeat that irresponsible leaders are the greatest threat to national security. That is period. And using such platforms to raise the level of awareness and ask for national consensus conversation, I am happy that now there is a conversation. Everybody is crying about gangs.